I'm Dr. Wright from Walnut Creek Animal Hospital in Purcell, Oklahoma. We're going to put together a series of videos that's going to go with live demonstrations that we'll do with some discussions for various groups. But the focus of this is basic canine first aid for that field working dog. And so what we're looking at is trying to facilitate handlers in understanding how to administer that basic first aid. And so this series is going to cover things like a tailgate exam to understand what is normal, becoming acquainted with both a dog at rest, normal, and a dog that has an elevated heart rate or has been worked, and what the normals are at that point. We'll look at what I believe you ought to have with you on your person if you're out tracking, out hunting, out working in the field with one of these working class dogs, what you need to be able to extinguish any sort of immediate trauma and secure some safety for that dog and get that dog back to an environment in which we can administer even greater first aid. So the field kit is specifically designed just to handle massive hemorrhage, airway obstructions, things like that. The next thing that we'll look at in the video series is a truck kit, which is a more encompassing sort of first aid kit that we'll be putting together and show you what various components of that to handle other types of scenarios, lacerations, hypothermia, hyperthermia, shock even, those sort of things. Then we'll move to some basic things like how to make a muzzle out of various items and how to apply that safely, and then move into hemorrhage control. And so what we're going to be looking at there is the application of tourniquets in these dogs to control hemorrhage, and also then compression bandages and various products that are out there to be able to help us provide hemostasis to certain areas like chest wounds, axillary regions, the neck, the head, the limbs. We'll move then to other videos about airway obstructions, which will demonstrate Heimlich maneuver and rapid caudal chest compressions, and then address the dog that is not breathing but has a pulse with rescue breathing, and then address the dog that has no pulse and is not breathing, so that dog would require CPR. So we'll give a demonstration on how to properly perform CPR on that type of patient. The next thing we'll look at then is transport. So we've got to get this dog out of the field and get him to a safe location, and how do we do that effectively with what we might have available to do that with. And then we'll look more towards basic things that we can deal with, like basic wound care, limb bandaging, how to handle eye injuries, the making of splints, and some splint applications. So I hope this is informative to you. This is not a video series that has been put together for you to replace veterinary care. So in all of these instances, you would want to seek additional veterinary care once that dog is put into a safe environment. We've controlled the life-threatening situations. So hope this is informative for you. Thanks.